salutations, all you friends and family, fans and followers of the Zita Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for joining us here for episode 54, season 2, episode 2 of The Revolution. Once again, I am your awesomely talented host with the most from the east to the west coast, like peanut butter on your breakfast toast, Emperor Zita, coming to you from the Fortress of Solitude here in Etobicoke, Ontario, motherfucking Canada. So this week we have a very special Iron Man themed episode for you. We head down to see the midnight premiere of Iron Man 3 at the Queensway Cinemas with my brother-in-law, Prince Gregory. Plus, this week on Comic Book Day, Fred gives us some Iron Man comics to check out and a very special message to Steve Anthony of CP24. Anyways, that is enough from me. Let's just get on with this show. Rock and roll, baby! And here we go.
Anthony's just over 3.5 months now. He's eating with take 3 to 4 hours. He's sleeping about 5 hours on average night, sometimes a little more, which is nice. Getting a lot more vocal. He's laughing. He has found his toes. And of course he's always eating his fingers. He's teething. But with the teething now, he is constantly in a bib because he's just drooling everywhere. It's hilarious. He'll smile and you get like a little bit of dribble hanging off his face, out of his nose. When he sleeps, he tends to make little noises. Not all the time, but he'll be like, you know, like do a deep sigh, or like that. Or he's starting to snore. He inherited snoring from my father. Well, that's where his mother inherited it from. But he could also get it from Nono, because Nono snores too. For the Leafs, it was the first playoff game in how long. They don't have the experience. The nerves got the better of them. They needed that as a wake-up call, saying if they want to try to get a little further and get their game on. And game 2, they actually played like professional athletes. Not like on Wednesday on game 1, where it was like they had just literally learned how to play the sport or learn how to skate. It was really kind of pathetic.
SmackDown both sucked big time this week. I'm really starting to get bothered by the current WWE product.
It's closer time!
They really need CM Punk back on TV. The WWE product sucks right now, and having him back would improve it greatly. But he's actually been pulled from every WWE appearance that he's been listed for the next 3 or 4 months, which is a real shame. Hopefully it doesn't mean that CM Punk is leaving the company. Not even any Paul Heyman this week, no Brock Lesnar or Triple H. It is such a huge waste of time.
We more!
Speaking of wastes of time, let's go on to Ryback. Ryback is not good on the mic, he's not good in the ring. The only thing good about Ryback is his size. As a heel, he sucks, unless he's going to join the Shield. Because his program with John Cena is just not interesting at all. I was really looking forward to John Cena doing something amazing since his program with The Rock for WrestleMania sucked too. At least he has the belt back. At least the belt is on someone who deserves to have it, no matter what the IWC thinks. And even though he's injured, he's still showing up at house shows or still wrestling on TV and has not checked out of his match for the pay-per-view.
You can't beat me.
Team Hell No is almost guaranteed to lose the straps at the next pay-per-view to The Shield, who I assume will be doing the Freebird rule. It's nice though to actually see them pushing The Shield, but it sucks that it's at the expense of Daniel Bryan and Kane, who have been the best thing about WWE TV in the past 6 months.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So Zack Ryder this week actually got on Raw and on SmackDown, jobbed out both times.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
But at least on Raw, he got to do a bit of a promo, got an entrance, and it was an actual competitive match. But then on SmackDown, they had him jobbed to Fan-fucking-dango.
I am serious, bro!
Fandango? Really? You might as well just have him job out to the Great Khali. Or hell, bring back the Brooklyn Brawler and have him job out to him. I don't think Ryder, no matter how serious he wants to portray himself, is ever going to get a real push again. He should just wait till his contract expires and leave the company, go down to TNA, where they might actually be able to do something with him.
Bye.
And he keeps trying to take that bib off because he sees the team on it and he's like, get this thing off of me. So we are back down here at the Queensway Theatre. It is the midnight premiere of Iron Man 3, as I'm sure you can tell by the mask that I'm wearing. I do have my wonderful brother-in-law. So we are headed into the theater now. We'll get you some footage of the movie and then we'll get you a review afterwards. This is dedication. This is what fans of the Zita Nation need to be doing for every comic book movie, okay? Everybody out there that's going to be watching this later on, this is what you need to do. Now this is dedication. I gotta shake your hand on that. So this week's episode, we were supposed to have a preview of Iron Man 3, but unfortunately Disney is being an absolute dick about it, and they won't let me show you the footage that we shot of Iron Man 3. So we still do have a review of it, but no preview, unfortunately. And I will give you this spoiler alert, that the scene at the end of the movie is basically just Tony Stark whining and complaining to Dr. Bruce Banner. So enjoy the rest of the episode. So we have our own special version of Iron Man starring Princess Catherine. And if you guys really want to see the actual episode with the Iron Man footage, contact me on Twitter, you know where, and I will send you the episode personally. Well, Disney won't let me show any footage from the actual movie, but I can show you the special cup that I got at the theater. Isn't that an awesome topper? So that is actually the Iron Man outfit that is used for most of the movie, the Mark 42. And all along the cup are the different armors that Iron Man uses.
I am Iron Man.
All in all, wicked movie. Like I said, I don't know anything about no Mandarin. I thought food, you said villain. It was good. I don't know if I'd see it again in the theaters. It's not the greatest one, I don't think, in my opinion.
Me and Gringo are out of the movie. Pretty well done film. Robert Downey Jr. killed it as always as Tony Stark. No Nick Fury, which surprised me. At the after the credits scene, you guys saw that. The Mandarin, they fucked that up hard. Marvel took a huge chance, and I think it might backfire on them because the internet is going to be pissed. But otherwise, it was a wicked fuck.
Papa.
They hear something or have any suspicion, they can hold it for it. It's 17. So if they have a young... I'll be back.
I got you! The dandelion gets crushed like a brick. Uh-oh, no ducky dear!
That's right, it's Comic Book Day, and we're here on this gorgeously beautiful Wednesday, here on the 1st of May. It took till May to get our spring weather, but we finally got the spring weather here, so we're all headed down to Excalibur, me and the monkey here. We also got the Empress who's on camera, and we have our little man sitting there in the stroller. So we are headed down to... We're going down to Excalibur Comics, and we're going to see the Prophet and the Expert. On a quick note, today is the first day of the Maple Leafs' ill-fated playoff run, so I'm hoping for a 4-game sweep by Boston. Let's go Bruins, and we will... See you soon, people! Once again, Magda is climbing the steps of doom. So we are back down here at Excalibur Comics on this beautiful day. Once again, I just want to say, let's go Bruins. Hopefully Big Mike is here and we can talk about how the Leafs are going to get trounced today. Catherine and Magda already headed upstairs. As you saw, Magda took the stroller back up the steps of doom again today. That's 2 weeks in a row, and she hasn't complained once. I still say Rob should have an escalator. This is Excalibur Comics, 3030 Bloor Street West, upstairs above the Kingsway Theater. My Maple Leaf shirt where it belongs, in the trash. Hey, Rob.
Today we're going to be talking about some of the books that came out. Of course, most of them are Marvel, but that's okay. Because unlike Inner Space, that likes to plug Boom, IDW, I'm going to push the big books. That's what the fans collect. Not that shit that these guys are talking about, but the big books. First, we're going to start off with Iron Man. We all know the Iron Man movie's coming out this Friday. Well, there's a couple Iron Man things that are coming out. One of them being, which I'm going to plug right now, Iron Man 258.1. Well, basically what this is a mini-series that deals with the storyline that was incompleted at the time. Dave Michelini and Bob Layton were working on it. Anyway, years later, with the help of penciler Dave Ross, they're going to finish the storyline which they had with the Armor Wars and stuff. It's going to be quite good. Of course, the Age of Ultron, and again, Bendis, Brandon Peterson, and again, nice artwork and a nice interesting storyline. This is, of course, nothing to do with the regular Marvel Universe as much as they imply something, but that's not happening in this one. Hawkeye, it's always quite good. Fortunately, the other guy that's on it, AJ, is not on the book, so basically one of the nice $2.99 books that Marvel's got, which they don't have too many of now. Not to forget another talented guy over here, the Indestructible Hulk. This is the second of 3 issues that good old Walt Simonson working on. Talented penciler, and believe me, Mark Waid and Walt Simonson together, beautiful stuff. Okay, Action Superman book. It's a nice little interesting thing. It's this post Grant and Morrison, but there's again some interesting stuff that's going on in this book as well. DC fans, this is a nice book. On CP24 this morning, a certain blonde person made a mention about comic books to a certain actor working in Iron Man 3, is the fact that he could not believe that they're actually making a movie on a comic book character called Iron Man. Steve Anthony, I remember years ago when he had a thing against Andrew Dice Clay. So what he did was he took the first issue of The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, I think it was, and he tore it up. And then he goes like, he cannot believe that they're making a movie about a guy, you know, Iron Man comic book, right? Iron Man? And he can't believe that. Well, you know, considering a lot of the crap that's come out of Hollywood and stuff, it's a pretty good character, and there's a lot of good stories. And comic books, the stigma of comic books is that somehow, you know, you're mentally handicapped if you're reading this stuff. Well, it's good stuff. It's just that they don't grasp that, right? And then Don Shields was mentioning the fact that he doesn't refer to comic book for his graphic novels because it somehow makes them look childish. Well, comic books are what they are, comic books, and they've got great stories, great characters, and for the most part, they're worth reading, unlike some of the other crap that they push or plug over there on CP24.
It's the Wizard of Oz movie that you saw the other day with your wife. I was saying, gee, yeah, you're quite right. Very beautiful special effects and everything. Colorful eye pop. But throughout the movie, I had this very sinister feeling of the feel of the movie. You have this so-called main character who's a shyster, a liar, untrustful, a scoundrel, and yet he becomes a wizard. The person, these three witches that are waiting in the land of Oz to come. It's like almost, I thought, the parallel to the new religions which are waiting for the next coming of Christ, but the Satanists are waiting for their Antichrist. So you have all these different religions, hence the different witches in the movie, waiting for their coming of their Messiah. To me, that's what they were talking about. And then who made the movie? It was Walt Disney, another satanic company, right? Who wants to put out that message that, you know, the Antichrist is coming. Through all the different Boston bombing things, I've come to rationalize that all this stuff was all fake. In 2004, the U.S. government had passed a bill that they're going to actually use training exercises, actors, to actually simulate disasters. If you look at the Boston bombing, you see this one guy with both legs shut off, but if you ask paramedics, and paramedics have commented on the blogs, that this guy couldn't have had his legs blown off in the Boston bombings. Yet CNN was focusing on it all the time. If both legs were gone, he would be dead in a minute or two, and there'd be blood squirting everywhere. But you never saw any of his face color, and everything was normal. And that bomb, it didn't actually make a crate. It's more like a smoke bomb, sort of like a TV explosive, where, like again, the Wizard of Oz, you have someone do a trick, right? And you know, who knows? Maybe that boy did die, but I think maybe they probably said he died, but he didn't, because the lady who was standing next to him in some of the photos when the two alleged terrorists walked by and put the bomb there, if she was seen running down the street, she would have been blown up with the kid as well.
That's my happy place, bastard.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What does you?
Well, the clock has stopped on another episode of the Zita Nation. Thank you for joining us here for our Iron Man themed episode 54 of The Revolution. And come back again next week for a brand new episode right here on YouTube. Go back and check out all 53 of my other episodes right here on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel, one word, Emperor Zita, right here on YouTube. Pick up your Drop Dead Pinups, Electric Night CD, find them on iTunes. Go check out their live show at the Velvet Underground here in Toronto on May 17th and follow them on Twitter at Drop Dead Pinups. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Emperor Zita. Head down to Excalibur Comics for all of your comic book related needs. And this has been Mr. Kennedy.